Okay, hey guys, so I'm here after the fire making update. Um, this is attempt 2 at making this video. My voice is really messed up right now. Um, Basically I'm kind of sick and so it's kind of just hard for me. But anyway, so I'm gonna hopefully make this video and be okay. So, I'm here at the GE. This is probably just gonna be kind of a typical place to be. Uh, by the way, I've already done some fire making, which is why some stuff I'll talk about later is already happening to me. But basically, it's a really easy update to use. Basically, you right click on a fire, preferably a magic fire, and preferably a fire where at least at least 5 people are already on it. So as you can see here, there's a lot of people on this one fire. So just go add logs, and it starts adding your logs. And if you have a full, just one type of log in your inventory, it'll just add all of that log. And it's a really easy update to use that way. And then you just get XP. Now, bonus XP comes from if you have a penance horn. I wouldn't really recommend using a penance horn on fire making though. If you have them, flame gloves and ring of fire, and then there's extra bonus XP based on the number of people around, it's up to 4% based on what's happening. So that's definitely a bonus reason to use one that more people are on. And obviously, because you're not doing anything, you can talk to other people. Basically, you can be kind of like a sociable person instead of, having to constantly be clicking and everything. That being said, as you can see, it's 185 XP. Sorry about that. That's if you saw that. Anyway, and basically the basically it's not the it's not the best XP per hour, I would say. If you've seen my fire making guide that I released a while ago, it's been a few months, I think. That shows a much faster way of fire making than this. Basically, you're using a Pyre Lord uh, and by the way, if you examine, it says what kind of fire it is. So um, definitely you can do that. And it's just, but this is just obviously a lot more AFK compared to the other method where you're using a Pyre Lord and lighting them in your inventory or doing both at the same time. That's a lot more difficult. That's really, because it's very click intensive. Whereas this, it's like a couple clicks and I'm gonna sit here for a while. Well, still, this is very good XP. Every few ticks, you're getting almost 200 XP. But it's just overall XP rates. This is a lot worse. But that being said, I don't think it really matters too much. I think it's still a very worthwhile way to go. By the way, I'm getting about 50 extra XP per log I add, which I guess makes about sense. Normally maple logs would give about 135. So just so you know. But yeah, so I do think this is a very sorry, good update. As I said, it's like it's just kind of AFK. It's still pretty fast. It's just a lot less demanding on the skill while still being fairly useful. Just a second. And there are other bonuses. Sorry about that. It's just like my throat gets really messed up. There are some other bonuses. As you can see up here, I have about a 10% health bonus right now. It's still going up a little bit. And basically what that's from is if you burn 5 or more logs, then you get that bonus for a set period of time. Now, I believe with Magic Logs is supposed to be 60 minutes. Same with Blisterwood, and I think it varies on the other ones. And so, Maple, let's see. Maple's a little down the list, so it'd probably be like, 45 minutes or something like that. Which can just be very useful for boss hunting and stuff like that. And it seems like I'm past 10%, because that's almost 100. Or this is 10% right here. This is 98 extra health. So yeah, that's my 10% mark. So now I'm at full health. And my understanding is that this does work for Cerebrews and stuff like that too. So if that's a big thing for you, then that does help. So it's like, going bossing or something, this could be useful. And I'm pretty sure it helps with, like, it works with Torva and stuff like that too. So this is a very useful change. And yeah, so overall, sorry, it's just a very useful update in that sense. So they made it useful beyond the XP gain. And also, if you enjoy cooking, let's just try it. Try this. Yep, that's definitely a bonus. And so basically you get a 10% bonus to cooking XP. I don't see any difference as far as health though. Burnt one. Oh well. But yeah, it's just one of those extra bonuses. And I think you also just a second. Sorry, my throat is just not behaving today. By the way, it is just a cold. It's not like I'm really sick. It's just at this point in the cold, it's just you get slowly worse, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so 10% bonus XP for cooking, and then there's also the chance for fire spirits, which can give you random stuff. So overall, I'd say pretty good update. And yeah, it's just more XP, and it's just a lot easier. And fire making sucked before because you did so much clicking, but now it's just like, oh, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna relax a bit, and do some fire making. And obviously, fire making is still pretty cheap, so I'd say it's definitely a worthwhile thing to do. And people like this annoy me. It's like you have full Torva, Steads, and you're only level 126. Anyway, could have bought money, but I'm not gonna say I did, because what was if he didn't? But whatever. But yeah, so I think it's just a good update overall. I definitely enjoy it. I definitely appreciate Jagex putting stuff like this in, just because it does make the game a little bit more enjoyable. Because instead of being like, oh, I have to grind, fire making for like 8 hours, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna do some fire making, and it's not gonna take so long. So I think it's definitely a worthwhile update. The other thing I want to show you is once I find a glory amulet. I think that's the only. Okay. Drainer Village. So basically, if you've registered your email, or if you are going to, I highly recommend it. It's better account security, and it's just overall better. Come talk to Diego, and have a cracker with. I don't want my golden cracker. Okay. But basically, for registering the email, basically you can get this XP lamp. Click on it, and I'm gonna go for agility XP. See how much I get. About 6K. So yeah, just a little bonus that they put in there. And so yeah, I definitely think that's worthwhile. So overall, like the update today. I will see you guys tomorrow with a Slayer diary. Hopefully I can actually talk through it. So see you then.